How you doing? This is Nathaniel Swopes of Swope Center. Today I want to talk about Angel Reese. Congratulations to Angel Reese. As we all know, she's had such a successful career. I believe her first season at LSU after transferring from Maryland. She was recently named BET Black Entertainment Television Sportswoman of the Year. She has an amazing year, carrying LSU all the way to a national championship game and winning the national championship against a very good Iowa team. So she's so far, Angel Reese has changed the game for women's basketball, especially college basketball, and especially with NILs. We see Angel Reese. She's made over $1 million in NIL deal money. She's had a lot of sponsorships. We seen her story again. Started in Maryland, where she had a foot injury, and a lot of people talked about her tough her tough beginnings growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, and some of the things that she did at LSU as far as like she would talk a lot of stuff or block shots, and even with the things with Caitlin Clark pointing to the finger just like Caitlin did to other people, she did it to Caitlin. People would say she had a bad attitude, um, but a lot of people also just love her attitude and love the fight that she has and how much fight she has each and every game and throughout life. It's a blessing for what she came through. It can be really tough for athletes to get over foot injuries, and it can be tough for how athletes deal with media, and even what they're talking about her being kind of too aggressive or talking too much. She grew past that as far as seeing that in the media, and she continued to fight and continue to play well. She's like the number one rebounder in the nation. She also made the Olympic team recently. She tried out for the Olympic team before because she was an All-American coming out of high school. Excuse me, she did not make the Olympic team, and now she is on the Olympic team. So she's just doing an amazing job for women's basketball. And with the NIL money, as I said it before, we've seen like Angel Reese again getting $1 million, her teammate getting over $800,000. We've seen a center for South Carolina getting over 800,000. We even seen a young lady who does gymnastics at LSU. She received over $1 million. So can the amount of money that these women are receiving change the amount people are getting in contracts with? Women are getting in contracts with the WNBA. I believe so. You know what I'm saying? I believe the highest paid player in the WNBA may be receiving $200,000 to $300,000 right now. And we always talk about how the WNBA is always kind of taking a loss because a lot of fans are just not showing up as much. But one thing we did see with the LSU and Iowa game, it was one of the highest championship games of all time, not just women's basketball but men's basketball as well. So could Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark be similar to like how Larry Bird and Magic Johnson kind of changed the NBA and viewership of the NBA, and then after Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, then we got to see Michael Jordan, who kind of took it internationally. Could we see that change with these two ladies? I believe so. Um, the viewer, even me, I was out of town. I was out of the country. I was in Trinidad and Tobago at the time, but I took the time to go to a bar and watch that game to watch Iowa versus LSU, and it was a very good game. LSU pretty much dominated the whole way, but Caitlin, she brought her team back as much as she could, but Angel LSU dominated. Angel Reese was pretty much unguardable. She was unguardable on the offensive end, and she just couldn't be handled on the boards. So we see that the game is definitely changing. We see that there is more sponsorship getting into women's basketball. Now, could we see more fans and things showing up to WNBA games? I would hope so. We see some of the cities now, like the Las Vegas Aces, with them winning a championship. They built their own stadium. So with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both being seniors and coming out, in the same draft, could this carry over to the WNBA? The amount of contracts and the amount of fan viewership. I believe the fan and the viewership would definitely carry over with those two. Um, and I definitely think there needs to be some more expansion teams, because we've seen some girls drafted in the second and third rounds and then they were later cut. But Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, I think, would definitely change the WNBA and the viewership. Now, contracts may be a little longer because we're going to need more sponsorships. But hopefully those same sponsorships that they're getting and in college in women's basketball will definitely carry over to the WNBA. So again, Angel Reese, she's definitely changing the game, changing who's all watching the game and how many fans that she has. Um, and LSU has just invested so much into athletics. You know what I'm saying? And Angel Reese is just taking it to a whole nother level. People are recognizing her in the whole. She's a celebrity. So her with the commercials and endorsements, being recognized by BET at such a young age, and just more and more amazing accomplishments for the young lady. And I believe LSU is going to carry this over to the next season. LSU, I think, coming in is going to be ranked the number one team. They also signed one of the best transfers, Anisha Moreau out of DePaul. I believe she was behind Angel Reese, one of the top in the nation in double. Again, just congratulations to Angel Reese, and to go back what I was saying, I believe that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark as well, I think they're going to change the WNBA game. I think viewership is going to go up. The fans will follow. And going into her senior season, I believe Angel Reese is going to dominate again. LSU is also bringing in Anisha Moreau, and who was one of the top double women in the NCAA. I'm a big fan of South Carolina, but I just feel like LSU they just got that it factor with Angel Reese, and I believe she's going to carry into back-to-back championships. And more power to her, and just God bless her for all her success and everything she's doing. Can't wait to see her in the WNBA. Man, I would love for her to come to Chicago Sky. You know what I'm saying? Chicago Sky has great fans, amazing fans, and again, they have their own stadium. They share the stadium with DePaul, the Wintrust Arena. We have just great fans here in Chicago Sky. And we lost Candace Parker, so it'd be great to get Angel Reese and the things that she would do here with the fans and just in the WNBA with the fans. Again, just congratulations to Angel Reese getting the BET Sportswoman Award. And like I said, I just think she's going to be great in the WNBA. I think LSU is going to win another national championship, and there's just not much more I can say about what she's doing and how much she's changing the college game for all women. You know what I'm saying? So, again, congratulations, Angel Reese. This is Nathaniel Swopes of Swope Said signing out, and you all have a good one.